What's up, guys? I'm DK Wrestler, and in today's video, I'm going to be making a top 10 list of my favorite Funko Pops announced in the month of February 2024. Which February, for the most part, even though obviously it's the shortest month of the year, actually had some banger pops compared to the prior month of January 2024. So it actually was kind of difficult to make this list this month. So let's get right to it. So coming in at number 10 on my list, it is the Specialty Series exclusive Flocked Apom from Pokemon. Now, I do like the idea that Funko is going back to the route of blocked Pokemon pop. It definitely made more sense than obviously the metallic pop and especially the diamond collection pops we've gotten over the years. And even though I believe there were two blocked Pokemon pop announced this month with another one, which the photo I'll throw up right now because I can't remember the name of it, I liked this one better because obviously I know of Apon more than I know of the other one. Plus, I do like how the purple looks in flocked form, at least in the glam shot, and I think it will turn out pretty well as terms to the actual final product when it's in stores and in the hands of us Funko fanatics. Coming in at number 9, it is the 6-inch Yamato from One Piece. Now, this is a very detailed pop. Of course, Funko usually kills it with the One Piece pops. I don't think really, as far as I've seen, there's been a bad One Piece pop, but I thought that I would show off this one in this list because it has so much detail involved with like the whole lightning energy and flame energy around it. I'm not sure exactly what's going on because I've not seen one episode of One Piece, nor do I have the time to commit to, I believe it's a 64 episode season series like One Piece at the moment. But overall, the detail looks cool, and I remember the original Yamato pop that was, I believe, a Funko Shop exclusive, which had a chase, and that was already cool, so they kind of topped it off with this one, and I think the detail is excellent, but of course, it's low because it's for an anime that I've seen no episodes for, but I do appreciate the pop, so I thought I would add it on the top 10 list. Coming in at number 8 on this list is the Previews exclusive Omni-Man in Invincible Moments from Invincible. Now, of course, this is also something I have not seen, especially because I actually don't have Amazon Prime. I'm probably like one of 5 people in the world that doesn't have Amazon Prime. But I thought I would add this on the list considering that it has been making headlines because this specific moment, I believe, has become meme-worthy. And because I have not seen the show yet or really seen this scene, I don't know exactly what's going on, but I like when, of course, Funko does meme-worthy pops, which stay tuned on this list. There is another meme-worthy pop on here. And the detail is excellent with the amount of blood that's placed on here, and especially Invincible, who his one eye is kind of shut because it's basically turning into a black eye. And I thought they did a really great job with this. The base around it too, where it's like the whole rock-like base with sand, I believe it is. Coming in at number 7 on this list is the metallic King Starscream for the upcoming Transformers Funko NFTs. Now, of course, if you view this channel a lot, you know that I do a lot of Funko NFT content, and I do love, for the most part, a lot of the redeemables, and normally there is a redeemable pop when it comes to the list every month. And I think that this pop looks really awesome, even though we do have a Starscream pop already. Just the execution of it, and especially adding that metallic specification, definitely makes sense for a Transformers pop, so I do appreciate that with this, and it just looks really nice. But I feel I just don't have much of a personal reaction since I don't really watch Transformers all that much for this to be much higher on the list. Coming in at number 6 on this list is the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz. I am really hyped that we're getting a new set of Wizard of Oz pops, especially if you are a fan of Wizard of Oz that could never afford those OG pops from back in the day. And now you got a new set that I feel like a lot of the molds are obviously better than the original one, and I really like the way that they did the Scarecrow pop here, where obviously his arms are crossed, where he's kind of showing you both directions there because that is part of one of the scenes, and I think it's hilarious that they pulled that off into Funko Pop form. Coming in at number 5 on my list is the Lola Bunny for the Space Jam Funko NFTs. Now, this is a really awesome pop. I love the fact that they finally made Lola Bunny in this form compared to what they have done with her previously, and I think honestly this is the best Lola Bunny pop that Funko has done yet. It is indeed my favorite legendary as terms to this set, and probably my favorite pop overall from the Space Jam NFT set, and I can't wait to see this one in person since my co-host MD Shady just recently got the legendary off of the secondary market, and eventually when he cashes out those redemption tokens and gets the set in, he will be showing you guys on the channel. Coming in at number 4 on this list, it is the TargetCon 2024 exclusive Flocked Shadow and Amy from Sonic the Hedgehog. This is a really cool 2-pack, of course, of 2 popular Sonic characters that aren't the usual like big 3 of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, and especially Amy, who had just finally been immortalized into pop form for the first time this year with the regular one. Now she's getting a flocked version in this 2-pack, and then also Shadow, who has had a ton of different pops, but he's never had a flocked one, so that definitely is really awesome to see, and it makes sense for Shadow, considering that Shadow is a focus of the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie coming out later this year. So I do enjoy the fact that we had a nice cool flocked 2-pack, since in previous years we have gotten flocked Sonic the Hedgehog Funko Pops for TargetCon, and I do enjoy this for the most part. Coming in at number 3 on my list is the TargetCon 2024 exclusive Elmo on Trike from Sesame Street. Really awesome to see that Sesame Street is making its way back into the Funko world for the first time since I believe like 2016, 2017, right around there. But I think what makes this pop not higher than it already is because of that massive unnecessary box that goes along with it. It is so unnecessary. And actually the photo I'm looking at right now is the photo that Wasatch Pop posted of the pop actually being able to fit in a normal size Funko Pop box. And I feel like if it was able to do that, and of course being sold at a cheaper price than the, I believe, $29.99 US it is, for the rides portion, they could have made it the regular, was it $15 US? I'm not exactly sure of conversion nowadays. Even though it isn't an unnecessary box, I think it is one of the only pops that actually sold out for the most part when it came to TargetCon. Coming in at number 2 on my list is the GameStop exclusive Harpy Lady 3 from Yu-Gi-Oh! Although I don't collect and I've seen One Piece, I have watched the entire series of Yu-Gi-Oh! And collect all the pops for. So I'm really excited to see that we are seeing a character, or a dual monster I should say, like Harpy's Lady, to be immortalized into pop form. Really cool, and I do like the fact that it's a GameStop exclusive, since GameStop at this point is like the only retailer in my city that carries Funko Pops. So it's amazing that it's exclusive to there, so that I don't have to travel outside of the city to like a Hot Topic or a Toys R Us to find this realistically, even though Toys R Us is slowing down their Funko Pop collection. But what I'm saying is that it's going to be a little bit easily accessible for me, and it's for a set that I'm trying to get 100% complete of, which I'm only like 3 pops away from completing that set again, since some new ones came out. However, I do feel that there are more dual monsters that I would rather see before Harpy's Lady. So if they would have done one of those, then I think that would have shot it up to number 1. But nonetheless, this is one that I'm indeed going to be adding to my collection, so it had to be super high up on this list. And before we make it to my number 1 pick, I'm going to mention 3 honorable mentions for this list. So the first one on my list is the Cheetor for the upcoming Transformers Funko NFT set. I really love the design of this. I know this pop's getting a lot of slack because this isn't, I believe, a G1 Transformer, and that's part of Beast Wars, but I think the overall detail looks really awesome with like the whole colorway, and especially obviously the cheetah print because the name is Cheetor, so I do enjoy this pop. The next pop is also an NFT pop, and it is Bupkis from the Space Jam set. I really love the detail of this. I still don't know why they changed it to Bupkis, even though it was originally M3 Purple Monstar, considering that it would have made sense to have that side by side with the blue version that already has the M2 Blue Monstar name to it. So it just kind of feels weird that now you have the real name of the monster with the one pop, but you don't with the other. So it just kind of looks awkward to me, but still a really nice detailed pop. And the last pop I have on this is the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz. And I went with the normal version because in no way, shape, or form did it even make sense to make the Chase figure as a metallic figure. They should have went down the route of making it a flocked figure, and if it was a flocked figure, it probably would have been on this list, not gonna lie. And coming in at number 1 on my list, something that I didn't expect to put on this list, that is Jason Kelsey. One of the first pops announced in the month of February, and this has a lot of people talking. This is a moment where, this is what I mentioned earlier about a meme-worthy pop being added to this list again, is the fact that it was just only recent of Jason Kelsey doing this moment at an NFL game, and then all of a sudden Funko actually capitalized on the hype and made a glam shot and did pre-orders for this pop, and then will be expected to be released in July. So I like how Funko is going into that approach, instead of a lot of times when it's like movies and TV shows, they wait a little bit before they decide to make Funko Pops, and then by the time they release, the hype for that is over. The detail's awesome with the chest hair, and they even added like a beer belly gut, which is hilarious. He's holding the beer in his hand, the jogging pants, the hat, and I can't wait to see videos on YouTube, whether it's from a Top Pops or another Funko YouTuber, to show off this pop because I think it will look awesome, and so far it may be one of the best pops of 2024. Anyways, guys, that is going to be the end of today's video, and if you enjoyed this top 10 Funko Pops of February 2024 list, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below on what your favorite pops were that were announced this month, and I hope to see you guys on another video on the channel. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here.